Hey everyone, welcome to BNN. My name is Ben. This is going to be my review on Black Widow, and I have to say I was not too impressed. First of all, the movie was great as far as fight scenes, action, sequences that were adventurous. I enjoyed it 100%. But the plot itself, I did not like. Now, spoiler warning in case you haven't seen it yet, okay? Make sure you click away, alright? Go watch the movie and then come back. Now, I don't want to be that person that says something bad about the movie and then it makes you not want to see the movie. No, I'm saying it just wasn't impressive as I thought it was going to be, right? Let me quickly break it down for you. This review is going to take a minute. I broke it down top 5 style. Number 5, not showing any Avengers. Now, I get it. This is her solo movie, right? But in every solo movie, as far as Iron Man, Captain America, they have cameos, right? Iron Man 1, there was a Nick Fury cameo. Iron Man 2, Black Widow jumped in there, right? Captain America, First Avenger, Nick Fury shows up. Captain America 2, Black Widow's there. And then, of course, Sam Wilson, the new character in Civil War, that just speaks for itself. Thor 1, Agent Coulson. Thor 2, no cameo. Thor 3, the Hulk. My point being, it's okay to throw another Avenger into the solo movie, right? Now, what the director was trying to do was, hey, it's her movie. She doesn't need any men. I get it. But to me, it wasn't about that. It was about you had to show at least 1 or 2 Avengers because of the storyline. The storyline was between Civil War and Infinity War. Now, I get that she did her own adventure and she was by herself running away. Okay, cool. However, you didn't show Cap. There was no Clint. So everybody was in jail and all that stuff. And to me, it just seemed like because of the plot that they chose for this solo movie, they needed to show Cap at least one time. Or somebody. Because the plot that you're talking about is the plot where it's right after Civil War. And so just showing her and not showing any of the Avengers, even at the end, it just seemed like they just didn't want to show them. When you have to, if you choose that storyline. That's just my opinion. Number 4, we didn't get to see her actual origin story, like how she joined S.H.I.E.L.D., how she met Clint Barton. They always talked about Budapest, right? Marvel does a great job of foreshadowing. We haven't seen what they did in Budapest. I mean, we heard the story, but we didn't actually see it. I have a problem with the plot that they chose. The Black Widow, to me, I think it would have been better if they had chose her actual origin story, her growing up and all that stuff. Like, the beginning of the movie was great. I loved the opening scene, the opening credits. It was the most beautiful opening credit scene that Marvel has ever had. I enjoyed that. And then when it cut to her in the present, now it's just like, okay, all that's kind of forgotten. I wanted to see her being an assassin. I wanted to see her being badass. I wanted to see her meet Clint. Clint was sent to kill her, and then he ended up being friends with her. Then she met Nick Fury, joined S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, all of that would have been super interesting. All the fans wanted to see her join S.H.I.E.L.D. I wanted to see that, but unfortunately they didn't do that. And I don't know. I just maybe I'm just bugging, but that's just one of my opinions. Number 3, we already knew she would survive. And so to me, every time we would see her in a high stakes situation and her life was in jeopardy, I was just like, okay. I was so nonchalant, I was relaxed because I knew she would survive the movie. Because I knew that she would die in Endgame. So it's like watching this movie after she's dead, it just kind of, because of the plot that they chose, it just kind of makes us not get all hype, because I already know she's going to make it. See, when you know a character is going to survive in a movie, it kind of makes the movie less exciting. Now, had you chosen, this connects to number 4, had you chosen her origin story, had further in the past, had you done that, we wouldn't care if she survived or not, because this is an origin movie, just like Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. We knew he would survive it, but we were not interested in seeing him survive. We were interested in seeing how everything started. Number 2, this movie seemed really rushed, okay? And I don't know if everybody else can relate to this, but when I was watching the movie, it just seemed like it was so fast. It's just, scenes were just, I mean, there was a lot of holes, like, and when they went over to meet the guy who was behind everything, it just seemed so easy for them to take him down. It just, to me, I don't know if the movie was rushed or if they would, if it was because they cut scenes, but it almost felt like Falcon and Winter Soldier, except a little bit worse because it wasn't a true plot. It was almost just thrown in there. It was really, really fast, and I just couldn't keep up. Number one, it was a bad send-off. They said that Black Widow would be... They didn't give her a memorial or whatever in Endgame. I get why. But in this movie, they didn't give her a proper memorial either. They just threw her thing at the post-credit scene and then just kind of destroyed her send-off by bringing on that woman from Falcon and Winter Soldier to come in and recruit her sister. I mean, it's just like, you got to understand the switch of focus. You know, the focus is supposed to be Black Widow was supposed to be crying, and then this woman comes over. Now we're like, oh my God, I actually enjoyed that post-credit scene. But you just kind of disrupted Black Widow's memorial. To me, it would have been better if we saw Black Widow's memorial, the flowers, and we saw a few Avengers. I know it costs money, but just a few Avengers that she made a connection with, like Old Cap or Clint, you know, Sam, you know, those people walking over to her grave and saying, I'll miss you, or I'll see you again, or something. That would have been beautiful. But instead, just doing that and then throwing this into the scene like that just kind of destroyed the whole moment, really. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Out of 10, I rate this movie 5. But it was still a good movie, you know. But I'm not feeling to see it again. But it's still a good movie. To me, I would have been interested to see Black Widow's true origin. I wasn't okay with the way they handled this. But I will say that Taskmaster was badass, and I really enjoyed that. Taskmaster, super badass. I enjoyed that. Comment down below with your thoughts, and listen, if you disagree with me, please let me know. Like, put in the comment section. Maybe you'll change my mind. I don't know, but I don't know. It just didn't seem like the movie that I had paid to go watch. Please like, subscribe, and share for more amazing content. And in the loving memory of Tony Stark, I love you 3000.